Hello guys, what's up? It's Devjyoti here and welcome back to TechEDD. In today's video, let's talk about the next generation of mobile network connectivity and the term that you are going to hear this year during every premium smartphone launch event, that is 5G. 5G is the fifth generation mobile network and it's mainly designed to deliver higher data speeds with low latency and much more reliability. And with 5G, you can expect average download speeds of around 1 Gbps. Now guys, let's talk about the technology in which 5G is based on. So 5G is based on OFDM, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. And what is OFDM? In OFDM, a single digital signal is split across several different narrowband channels at different frequencies to reduce the interference, and 5G uses wider bandwidth technologies like sub-6 GHz and millimeter wave. Now let's talk about the spectrum in which 5G network is available. The first one is the low band spectrum, and this uses a frequency of less than 1 GHz. Low band spectrum offers a great coverage area and wall penetration, but the only disadvantage is that you will get a maximum data speeds around 100 Mbps. The second one is the mid-band spectrum, which will use a frequency between 1 GHz and 6 GHz. While mid-band spectrum provides faster data speeds and lower latency than low-band spectrum, but the coverage area is not as good as low-band spectrum. The third one is the high-band spectrum or millimeter wave, which will use frequency above 24 GHz. Here we will get maximum data speed up to 10 Gbps and has extremely low latency. But the only drawback is that it cannot pass through wall, building or even your hand. Yeah, I know it might sound strange, but this is true. So it's really difficult to implement millimeter wave, but AT&T, T-Mobile and Verizon are continuously working to make it possible. And currently all 5G networks are based on low band and mid band spectrum. And for this reason, we are not getting the true 5G speeds. Although you can get 5G speeds based on low band and mid band spectrum, but it's not gonna be a significant upgrade over 4G. Now let's talk about the current scenario in the smartphone market regarding 5G. Well, you guys might have seen that every flagship devices that have launched so far in 2020 are all coming with 5G, and all the other devices that are yet to come will be 5G enabled. And the main reason behind this is the Snapdragon 865, the latest flagship processor from Qualcomm, which comes with a dedicated 5G modem called as Snapdragon X55 modem. And for this reason, this processor is so much expensive as compared to Snapdragon 855 or 855 Plus, because here Qualcomm decided to keep the modem separate from the entire processor, whereas in older processors like in Snapdragon 855 or 855 Plus, the 4G modem used to be integrated with the processor. But now for Snapdragon 865, all companies are paying for the processor as well as for the modem, because Snapdragon 865 won't come with any embedded modem. It will only work when paired with Snapdragon X55 modem, which connects to everything from 2G to 5G network. And for this reason, all companies are focusing so much on 5G. Now if we talk about the current status in Indian smartphone market, you will find that there is a race among all the Chinese manufacturers including Realme, Xiaomi and iQOO, where they are all trying to launch their 5G phones. But if you think logically, India is far behind USA and other European countries. In USA, Verizon already launched 5G home network, and T-Mobile and AT&T also launched 5G network based on low band and mid band spectrum. But in India, things are quite different. The 5G spectrum auction that was supposed to take place initially in 2019 was postponed due to the poor financial health of telecom operators in India, and then it was supposed to take place in Q2 of 2020. But because of the global pandemic, it will be shifted towards the end of 2020. And Airtel and Jio will definitely take part in this auction, or probably Vodafone, although I am not sure about Vodafone, because Vodafone is already facing huge losses in India, and I am not sure whether Vodafone will exist till the end of this year or not. So in 5G field, the major players will be Airtel and Jio, And recently, Huawei has also shown great interest investing in India's wireless network. So it will take at least 2 to 3 years for 5G to come to the masses in India, because first the operators have to build the infrastructure, then they have to test it, and then they can provide it to the masses. And by the time 5G hits India, all 5G smartphones that are launching right now will be reaching the end of life. So think twice before spending your money in buying any expensive 5G devices. So guys, that's all for today. Hit the like button if you enjoyed my video, and please subscribe my channel if you haven't. Stay at home, stay safe, and I will see you again in my next video.